And start. Could not. Channel of the stream key. Please double check your stream key. That's correct. I hate that. Okay, I gotta stop that. Stop recording. Go to the settings. Go to stream. Stream key. Show. Ends with a J. Facebook. Where is our live? Quick access show page is not it. Camera issue, it says. No, we're supposed to use stream key. Now it's saying it's okay. Nope, could not do it. All right. Hello, everybody. We are live here now. I think we've got a feed going.
Hi, friends.
We're waiting to find out if we can actually see it. This has all been changed over the last few weeks, and so we're making sure that it's feeding before we. Yep, we are.
Okay.
I can see it now with the 4 people.
All right.
already.
Hi, everybody. Great to have you with us.
And
Hello.
I'm going to go ahead and flip this over so we can see what we're doing. And I'm just going to check over at YouTube, in the YouTube world, and see what's going on over there. YouTube Studio.
Hi from Linda and Pete. Hello. We're pretty excited today. These came in the mail today. We love them.
I was trying to buy some when I was there, and they said, "Oh no, we'll just send you some." So
Yeah.
Dave and Gillian sent us these shirts. I
We'll
got
be
mine
wearing
on,
these
too.
a lot. We just had a friend. We went to where my son works in Duluth at Clyde Iron, and we were having some pizza. And the person that was someone we know from doing some music there said, "Thank you so much for telling me about Gillian and David." Because he has been listening to them throughout COVID, and we talked about it before COVID. So it was really fun to talk about that. So we're very excited with our new shirts. Thank you. Hi,
Yep.
Diane. Hi, Mark and Diane.
And YouTube says it's working.
Woohoo. Let's see, which direction should I put this on? Yeah.
Doodly-doo. I can't see it on my YouTube, but apparently it is working.
Hello, Pat. Thank you. West Palm Beach, Florida. I was just having some reminiscing today about our time there, how relaxing and just pleasant it was. So, hope you're enjoying that. Hello, Janice. Well, we're starting off tonight with, I probably would have requested this if the set list wasn't, if we didn't have it a little bit organized, I would have requested this. We haven't heard it for a while. It's another one of my most favorite Bill Isles songs. Oh, it is.
It's one of the
I
newer
really
ones.
like it,
It's
yeah.
only 8 years old.
I can't believe it's been 8 years.
I think it has been. I have to double check the calendar days. Maybe it was 7 years ago we did this. So this is when I did November Bloom, I wrote that based on a poem by Terry Falsani for the Lake Superior Writers Group's program called Noteworthy, as in poems worthy of notes. So a few years later, they asked us to do it again, and Kate and I each wrote a song for that. She wrote the song There Is a River, based on an Ellie Schoenfeld poem, and I wrote this one based on Linda
Rehalaluma.
no, there's one more word in there too. It's a Finnish name. Lena Marie Rehalaluma
Oh.
from Esko. And I thought that was so great because it was an industrial poem, and you don't see industrial poems that often, and I thought that was really cool. And I used to work in the mines, and I've actually loaded trains. I may have actually loaded taconite pellets on a train that ended up being loaded onto the Edmund Fitzgerald. So I was working for that company at the time and loading trains at the time. the clack and chatter of the tracks as the cars are swaying back and forth and back. Steam is blowing billows from the stack of the train chugging down the clack-a-clack-a tracks, clack-a-clack-a tracks. It's the background music of my days, the nasal whistles crying through the haze. It's the drowsy rhythm of my nights, with the factory sounds of locomotive lights. I hear the clack and chatter of the tracks as the cars are swaying back and forth and back. Steam is blowing billows from the stack of the train chugging down the clack-a-clack-a tracks, clack-a-clack-a tracks. From my window seat I look across the tracks to the salmon-colored factory in the back. Cars all loaded high with iron ore, rolling down to Lake Superior's shore. I hear the clack and chatter of the tracks as the cars are swaying back and forth and back. Steam is blowing billows from the stack of the train chugging down the clack-a-clack-a tracks, clack-a-clack-a tracks. Well, my window's frosted half the year, but what I cannot see I always hear at dusk and dawn, midnight and noon. The rails calling out to clack-a-clack-a tunes. I hear the clack and chatter of the tracks as the cars are swaying back and forth and back. Steam is blowing billows from the stack of the train chugging down the clack-a-clack-a tracks, clack-a-clack-a tracks, clack-a-clack-a tracks, clack-a-clack-a tracks.
All right, that train sound.
Train heading down the tracks. I forgot to mute my phone. Sorry about that.
Hello, Heidi. Hello, Kathy. And hello, Keith. All right. Great to have you all with us. We really Bill does too, really look forward to Monday night, away from all the hustle and bustle and the other world out there. So we really enjoy coming here with you.
Just to get away from the couch for an hour or so. It's really nice. So I'm assuming the sound and everything's okay. All
Yeah,
the
just
reports
let us
are-
know if there's anything we need to adjust.
If you have any requests during the show, Kate mentioned I can.
Yep, you can always do that.
never
We
know.
have a set list tonight, but we'll
Yeah, we
do what
we
can.
try to do a couple cover tunes in every show, and today's no exception. We're going to do an Emmylou Harris song later on in the show. And there's our set list. This is a song of ours called "Old Fences," inspired not too far from this home. Walking down our street, and there was an old picket fence in the woods, had no purpose whatsoever, and just got me thinking about this. So here's "Old Fences." I like old fences where they've fallen into disrepair. A few slats missing and the wood is weathered bare.
Old fences bring to me a sense of time, of history, stretched between the posts of faded memories. But
Nothing lasts forever. It'll all fall down like wood and stone and metal, returning to the ground. Oh, nothing lasts forever, except the finest kind, like the joy I feel when you're on my mind. I like those old stone walls built along a woodland road, cracks and moss growing up and down each side.
I like those stone walls too, an iron gate to let us through, down a path into a world that's out of view.
Nothing lasts forever. It'll all fall down like wood and stone and metal, returning to the ground. Oh, nothing lasts forever, except the finest kind, like the joy I feel when you're on my mind. Walls and fences all about. We keep it in and they keep it out. They let you know how life has been. Sometimes they're best for straddling.
Built by kids and cattle kings with twisted wire, secret things. Safety lies behind the line. What's yours is yours and mine is mine. And nothing lasts forever. It'll all fall down like wood and stone and metal, returning to the ground. Though nothing lasts forever, except the finest kind, like the joy I feel when you're on my mind. There's a joy I feel when you're on my mind. Hello, Tom and Pam. Hello, Andrea and Jay. Nice to have you all with us. All right. All right. You're keeping track of everybody, and I'm going to keep on moving along here. Okay.
So we're going to do a song of Kate's now called Walking Down My Street. It's the same street that inspired the last song, so why not? Actually, we're going to have 3 songs tonight that relate to that street.
Oh, yeah? All
Yeah, we're
right.
going to do radio later
All
on.
right.
Too.
Okay.
And we're all capable in the right spot, which means not at all. Mm-hmm. And you ready to go?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Wait.
Wait.
Are you starting on the G chord?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Still look at my
I'm
hand.
like, what are you doing?
Just play,
Okay.
play what you know.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4.
As I'm walking down my street, I can hardly believe that this life and this love are here for me right now. Hawks, cattle in the sky, getting ready to fly down south before the first snow flies. Is this real or is this just a good dream? Walking down my street, I can hardly believe that this life and love are here for me. Walking down my street, sun shines on the bright white snow. The ice is getting thin on the edges of the sidewalk as it crunches under my boots.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Apples cling to a barren tree, dark red against a blue sky. I'm smiling, I'm crying, and I'm alive. Is this real or is this just a good dream? Walking down my street, I can hardly believe that this life and love are here for me. Walking down my street.
righty. This next one's called Photo Mosaic, and this is, if Davis and Linda are watching down in Winchester, Tennessee, we'll send this out to you, but we're going to play it for everybody. This is off my newest album, and it's actually off a couple old albums too, but the idea for this came from watching a singer-songwriter at a small club years ago, and when I first started coming back to music, before I started coming back to music, and the music was so full of imagery and everything. I told them that it reminded me of a photo mosaic, but yet they had this spiritual gap in their storytelling that I wasn't sure what that meant. I was still learning a lot about songwriting at the time, so that's all that came together. I wrote this as a poem the next day, and then put it to music a couple years later. 10 feet away, the talented stranger, the prodigal genius who's half the way home. Your hands touch the ivories, your eyes look upon your maestro who's waiting 'cause you got his baton. And there are empty open spaces in between familiar faces, though I wouldn't call it mediocrity. Just holy plots you paint around until your hands have settled down. Who is this God whose face I cannot see? And if I keep on watching, I know I'd never see the depth of this story presented now to me. So I close my eyes down gently, and as I listen close to you, a photo mosaic begins to flood my view. And I see Cohen and Chapin, dusty old cars, a 5-year-old struggling to play the guitar. There's your grandmother's hands, an old diamond ring, and the face of your mother, her lips when you sing. I see a painting of Bach, corn tassels of gold, and watercolor families, the masters of old. There's a wink from your uncle, a scarf and a hat, and an unwanted touch. Yeah, you remember that. I see one of a teacher, that old tree in the field, your mouth stretched wide open when the winter's revealed. There's a barn and a woodpile and a lover in jeans, moments of grandeur, sorrowful scenes. I see your foot on the pedals, there's a boutonniere, cute, a tear-stained pillow, Monopoly loot. There's your high school diploma, the back of a pew, and a dozen dried roses. There's your head crowning through. I see a dozen dried roses in your head, crowning through. Image after image, each one of them is true. Together this photo mosaic is you. But there is something else there, dark deep beneath your smiles, connective tissue hidden beneath this labyrinth of tiles. 'Cause there are empty open spaces in between familiar faces, though I wouldn't call it mediocrity. Just holy plots you paint around until your hands have settled down. Who is this God whose face I cannot see? Who is this God whose face I cannot see? Who is this God I cannot see? Nice job on the harmonies.
Thank you. All right, so
Any more comments or things I need to know about?
not right
No?
presently.
I don't have to, not presently.
All right, so it's a duet coming up next called Public Radio. We were down in Florida at WUWF University playing for Radio Live, and
Yep.
Enid Siskin decided that we should write a song they were getting a lot of songs that were being written for public radio to promote public radio, and they were going to play it on all the stations across the nation. And Bill wrote this song called Public Radio.
Yeah. The reason she asked us was because
Oh, yeah.
during the interview, she found out that we met because she heard me on a public radio interview.
Yeah.
And so she said, "You guys met because of public radio." And Dr. Enid Siskin.
Dr. Enid Siskin, yeah. It's a great program down there in Pensacola area.
Yeah, we hope to be back someday.
Yeah. All right, so
right.
I'm ready if you're ready.
What song is it?
Public Radio,
Oh, yeah, that's
a
right.
true story.
Yeah. So I did, people wonder where you get your melodies. I stole this melody.
Mm-hmm.
I stole it and I adapted it. We do it all the time. I mean, like, think about O Solo Mio, that became Elvis's song. It's now or never. We borrow stuff. We reshape it a little bit and we put it back out again. There's only 12 notes. And so this one was actually, for those of you that are public radio aficionados, you remember the, that's the theme song for All Things Considered.
Yep.
And they had different versions of it, but it's always. So I thought, I had just returned to music.
Let's sing it.
That's how it started.
Yeah.
It became this. I had just returned to music after 20-something years. I recorded my first album, filled with hope and love and tears.
I was driving down from Hawk Ridge, listened to a local show, heard his voice in songs and stories. They're on public radio.
Public radio. I heard it first on public radio. Public radio. Songs of life on public radio. At the venue I was singing when I saw her sitting there, sort of pensive and contemplative, with her feet up on a chair.
Traveled into thoughts and feelings, places where my mind would go. From the lyrics of those sweet songs, thanks to public radio.
Public radio. I heard it first on public radio. Public radio. The songs of life on public radio.
Then what happened?
I think you went up.
I went up, bought an album,
That's right.
asked him if he'd sign it too.
I did.
Put my address on his mail list.
So of course I proposed to you.
We went first to have some coffee.
Oh yeah. You know how our story goes. Now we're singing songs together here on public radio. Public radio. I heard it first on public radio. Public radio. The songs of life on public radio. There you have it.
All right.
Public radio, true story. Almost that entire thing is true. I didn't propose to her right away, but I did propose to her. And the second thing was she did not have her feet up on a chair. She had her feet up on a stool because she was sitting on a stool and she had her feet up on another stool.
I can't believe I would have done that.
I'm way ahead of the rest of the world on some social trends.
Yeah.
I created social distancing at my concerts.
Yeah.
Like if 8 people, that's about full.
All
So
right.
you had plenty of room to get your feet up.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe I was a little too relaxed. I don't know. I don't think I'd do that anymore. But let's see now.
Oh, should we do
So,
the commercial?
Sure, we
Sure,
should.
why
We'll
not?
like to share with you.
We did that song at a house concert in St. Paul at the Lake Como Bed and Breakfast, and a woman was there, and that's so funny that came up on the screen, but it didn't come up on their screen. A woman was there who was an advertising person, and she wrote to me afterwards, and she said, "I really liked the sound of your album. I really liked your public radio song. Would you be interested in writing a commercial jingle for a television commercial?" So she wrote to me, told me the kind of things she wanted to put in the song, and I played around with it. And I got home. I was in New Mexico when I got the email, up in Kingston, and so I started working on it. And I got home and I sent her a draft of it, and she approved it on the first go. And so we just recorded it right over there in our basement. Except for the violin part. April Virch recorded her violin part up in Canada. We couldn't get her at first, but she was in China on tour. And then she got back and said, "Hey, do you still want me to do that?" And we said, "Yes, we do." So
Here it goes.
It goes like this.
Yep.
All right. This is for product placement now.
That's right.
Playing, popping, wagging, napping. Life is good on a sectional. Reading, tossing, kissing, laugh it up. Life is good on a sectional. Sectionals at Slumberland. It's a lot of real estate for a small price. There you have it, all 30 seconds. All right, we're going to do Kate's beautiful song, Little Blue. I've been reading Willa Cather book called My Antonia. And it's a lovely book, and I'm about pretty much halfway through it now, I think. And that's all about Nebraska and the pioneers that went there, and the different nationalities and the difference between the country life. And people lived, they lived in dugout sod houses, and some of them, the second year they were there, they finally got to cut some wood, and there aren't a lot of trees there, but they got to build log houses and slowly develop, and they worked really, really hard, and
Homesteading.
It's been a lovely story.
Some of my favorite books that I like to read are homesteading type books,
Yeah.
even though they're real hard reads.
And one of the things is that this one family that Antonia was a part of a Bohemian family that had moved there, and they bought land sight unseen through a friend, and it turned out to be not a great deal, but they made the best of it. And what's interesting is that Bohemians, and just last week I saw my first Bohemian waxwings up on Skyline Drive. Yeah.
Neat.
So there you go.
Did your sister let you know that?
I was with her.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. No, I knew what they were. I said, "Are those Bohemian waxwings?" She got her binoculars out and confirmed it.
I think we have some.
Only because
some
I had
birders.
just read on Facebook that somebody had spotted a flock of Bohemian waxwings up
Oh,
there,
nice.
right above our house. So I thought, I'm going to look around for them. And there was a lot of them, maybe 50 of them, I think, now that I'm thinking about it. I didn't count them because they kept moving around.
So this is a song I wrote called "Little Blue." It's
What, Nebraska?
from the Nebraska plains. Little blue, little blue, your veins flow through, little blue. Nebraska plains and grandma's hands, little blue. You never climbed a mountain, you never heard the sea, but always watched a winding road that wandered aimlessly among unshaded meadows, a farm, a pasture right, with black-eyed Susan's level fields. These comprise your life. Little blue, little blue, we found you, little blue, in a small book that you can Sundays to the church. Did he show his love through hard work, sweat and dirt? We come from preachers and farmers, carpenters, poets and artists. Your life flows through us, little blue. Banks can't hold the swollen spring rains, let them break through.
That was really fun.
Yeah, that's a little blue.
Let's do that again sometime.
All right. So we have a song that Bill wrote next.
Oh, Radio,
coming
yeah.
up, called Radio.
We're supposed to get a dash of snow tonight, but not much. Places around Minnesota we're going to get maybe 2 inches or so. The Dakotas are getting snow today, and but it's coming to an end.
Yeah, it's April.
But we don't have anything in the forecast for the next 2 weeks above 50 degrees here. Out at our cabin, about 5 degrees warmer.
So you're bringing us back to winter.
Bring you back to winter here.
All right.
Now, radio in this song is a metaphor for anything that distracts you from enjoying life. Get up in the morning and my voice is low. Winter storms seem to make it so. The power's out, some lines are down. Folks staying home all over town. Could take a walk, but there's so much snow. But the dog wouldn't mind, so maybe we'll go. Besides, there's not much playing on the radio. Well, the big advantage of an acoustic guitar, you can play it no matter where you are. High up on a mountain at 10,000 feet. We're all snowed in a bed sitting next to me. When the kids were little, they put on a show. Homegrown entertainment, that's the best you know. Besides, there's not much playing on the radio. I can plan my work and work my plan, but I'll never be a better man than when I set that all aside and in the quietness abide on a winter street with our dog in tow. It really doesn't matter though, why there's not much playing on the radio. Take it, Bill. Watch a town fill up with snow, and the seasons come, then they go. Our world keeps spinning round in space till we all find our proper place. A place of beauty, a place of peace, where convert souls can be released. And not much playing on the radio. A place of beauty, a place of peace, where cumbered souls can be released. And there's not much playing on the radio.
Right, wintertime.
I was looking out there.
It's looking great. We thank you for your comments and your support.
We always ask everybody every week to tell us where you're listening from, where you're watching from, and so we like hearing those comments. And sometimes people say, "Oh, do you know so and so?" And then there's a little conversation gets going, and the next thing you know, they're all drinking together.
Yeah, and then we're
Yeah.
just
Let's drink on Monday
give
nights
us the
instead. Why don't you come on over? We'll watch Will and Kate and drink.
Yeah. We're off. Anyway, we're hoping this summer,
forgot.
if any of you that are online with us tonight and are don't live in Duluth or Minnesota, maybe this summer if you're traveling through, knock on our door.
That's right. The dogs will bark.
Yep.
Yes, they're very barky dogs. When it comes to people knocking on the door,
Yeah.
or walking by, or getting in their car across the street, doesn't take much. So, and also we have a bunch of outdoor shows this summer that are booked. We have several festivals, and our website, BillandKateIsles.com, has all that information. And thank you to Pam Carroll for letting me know I had the wrong dates on our May and June
Oh.
last Sunday of the month shows. I had the right
Oh,
day, but I
at
had
Ursa
the wrong
Minor?
date on it.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we put the last Sunday of the month at a really great brewery called Ursa Minor. They had wood-fired pizzas and really good beer. And we're looking forward to going back there. They booked us a few months ago now. They said,
Yeah.
well, it looks like we're going to be back on again this summer. And we'd played a couple times last year, but the thing is they don't have an indoor option yet. So if the weather's bad, if the weather's really bad, they'll cancel. If the weather's okay for people to be outside, but really not that comfortable, they have a garage door into the brewery or the brewing area where we can stand in there kind of out of the weather and perform, put the speakers outside. Those of you that watched us last year, we did at least one show that we broadcast from there, and we'll
Yeah,
do that
we
again.
did.
We'll be doing that again this year because, especially for our UK friends,
Yeah.
they can actually watch it live instead of watching
Yeah.
the recordings.
It's
of it.
kind of fun when we're out there singing and then we get these phone calls from the UK.
Yes.
Our bait and kill.
Bait and kill,
the
yeah.
kill of Bill and Kate.
It was the
We're calling from England and we'd like to know if they could turn it up a bit or something like that.
Yeah,
It was
so-
funny.
Yeah, the Bait and Kill, that's our Halloween show.
Yeah. Okay, so this is a great little duet coming up called "True and You."
It's a tiny little
I know
one.
that my mom
only
really
that
likes
big.
this one, and I do too, Mom. It's
It's because I wrote
it's
it
a
for
great
daughter.
love song, and so we'll share it with you. It's called "True and You."
Yeah, this is a song I wrote first for Kate when we first started, when I realized this was a real thing that was happening between us. And it was like last July, I think. Just kidding. No,
It
February.
gets
of,
more real as the years go on,
yeah.
in a good way.
Yeah, I wrote this 19 years ago.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Can't believe
2002 in
it.
February.
Cannot believe that. Okay.
So when I first wrote it, I wrote it as a waltz. I wonder how I ever lived that way. Something like
Yeah.
that, anyway. Anyway, I changed it over to a more of a 6/8 time, kind of more of a bluesy song, although it's not the blues. It's happy. It's got some darkness in it, but that's what you want to do. You want to take the darkness and add light to it. I wonder how I ever lived that way. The darkness and pain, confusion and shame.
I held out hope there'd come a brighter day, and it dawned when you turned my way.
I almost stopped dreaming, 'cause the fools always seeming to smile. Then the bottom falls through. They say dreams like mine are too good to be true.
But I found
They were true. see another view. The way that you walk, and laugh when you talk.
I love the sweet, crazy things you do.
Whoops.
I guess I love all that is you.
Even that wrong chord. I almost stopped dreaming, 'cause the fools always seeming to smile. Then the bottom falls through. They say dreams like mine are too good to be true. But I found they were true in you. Some people waste their lives away, wondering what might have been. They go around taking care of all the bare necessities. But my life was kind of like that too, until the day that you came in, and in your light I saw new possibilities. I wonder how I ever lived that way. The darkness and pain, confusion and shame.
I held out hope there'd come a brighter day, and it dawned when you turned my way.
I almost stopped dreaming, 'cause the fools always seeming to smile. Then the bottom falls through. They say dreams like mine are too good to be true. But I found they were true in you. They say dreams like mine are too good to be true. But I found they were true in you.
All right, we're going to share with you a cover tune. A fabulous artist, Emmylou Harris, wrote this next one, Red Dirt Girl.
Yeah, I was wondering if Pete and Linda, are your friends watching on YouTube or on Facebook tonight?
We don't know.
I know they're Emmylou Harris fans, and if you're a fan of Emmylou Harris and you're friends with Pete and Linda, we're dedicating this song to you. And this is the first time you watched our show too.
So capo 2. Or maybe you don't do that.
Oh no, I keep a 4. Ready? Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Me and my best friend Lillian and her blue tear cow dog Gideon, sitting on the front porch, cooling in the shade, singing every song the radio played, waiting for the Alabama sun to go down to Red Dirt Girls in a red dirt town. Me and Lillian, just across the line in a little southeast of Meridian, a little slower. She loved her brother, I remember back when he was fixing up a 49 Indian. He told her, little sister, gonna ride the wind up around the moon, back again. He never met her farther than Vietnam. I was standing there with her when the telegram come for Lillian. Now he's lying somewhere about 1,000,000 miles from Meridian. She said there's not much hope The stars might fall on Alabama. One of these days I'm gonna swing my hammer down, away from this red dirt town. I'm gonna make a joyful sound. She grew up tall and she grew up thin, buried that old dog Gideon neath the crepe myrtle bush back of the yard. Daddy turned mean, Mama leaned hard, got in some trouble with a boy from town. Figured she just as well settle on down, so she dug right in, just across the line at a little southeastern meridian. She tried hard to love him, but it never did take. It was just another way for the heart to break. She learned to bend. One thing they can't tell you about the blues when you got 'em: keep on falling, 'cause there ain't no bottom, there ain't no end, at least not for Lillian. Nobody knows when she started to skid. She was only 27 and she had 5 kids. Could have been the whiskey, could have been the pills, could have been the dream she was trying to kill. Won't be mentioned in the news of the world about the life and the death of a red dirt girl named Lillian, who never got any farther across the line than Meridian. Now the stars still fall on Alabama. Tonight she finally laid that hammer down without a sound in the red dirt ground. Red Dirt Girl. Emmylou Harris wrote that one. Yeah. So.
All right, what we got next?
So we have a beautiful song on the set that's on our set list next. I love it so much. Bill just finished it near Easter time, and it's called Gethsemane. I'm going to sit back and listen to it.
All right, then. I'll just slide over just a hair. So this is a pretty new song, so I'm still winging through it. Hang on a second. Lead adjustment. We'll try that over again. From a lowly stable beneath the heavenly choir to a friend's denial beneath a courtyard, beside a courtyard fire. Could he hear the marching? No, it would come to this. All the pain and glory brought with a single kiss. The morning star is rising, it's hanging in a tree. It's a long hard road that leads you on Gethsemane. The fox's dens protect them. The eagles build their nests. But there's no sanctuary where he can find his rest. He was born a poor man, had no golden ring. Twisted thorns would crown him to be the poor man's king. The morning star is rising, it's hanging in the tree. It's a long, hard road that leads you on from Gethsemane. All the roads you've traveled, all the friends you've lost, the times you cried for someone to help you bear your cross, how you tripped and stumbled on your pilgrim feet. But the bitterer, the bitter, the sweeter is the sweet. The morning star has risen, it's high above the tree, shining down to light your path to Gethsemane. Shining down to light your path to Gethsemane.
All right.
Almost have it.
I think you've got it.
Maybe I'll have it ready by next Easter.
I think it's perfect. All right.
You probably, if you heard it, if you listened close last time, you'll notice I tweaked it a little bit. I'm just slowly tweaking it.
I think it's beautiful. All right. So we have another new Bill song.
This is called Earth and Sky. We did this one last week as well. And what we're going to do is we're going to keep on doing the new songs. I was chatting online with Bob Cody today, and he and Alina are watching tonight from Florida. And so he had mentioned The Dutchman, and I told the story about how I met Michael Peter Smith, who wrote The Dutchman, and we had a discussion about critiquing songs, and he said he got to the point where he doesn't want anybody critiquing his songs anymore. The thing is, I just written November Bloom, and I presented it at this songwriting class at the Kerrville Folk Festival. And one of the teachers, not one of the top teachers, just another teacher, critiqued it and said, Delphinium, I'm a gardener, delphiniums can't bloom in November. I said, well, that's the point. And then the other criticism he had was, I used bloomin' and bloom in the same song. That's a violation of the songwriting rules. I don't think there are any songwriting rules. Bob Dylan didn't adhere to any, that's for sure.
That's one of my favorite lines, the bloomin', what was that word you used? The bloomin'.
Case, sing a bloomin' song
Yeah,
to the
I like
flower
that.
to try to make it bloom. Because when you sing to plants, they like it.
They do.
Yeah, so that's why
It's
I said.
true. Yeah, yeah.
This one was dead last week, and I sang Blue Suede Shoes.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. It came back to life. All right, we're going to share with you Earth
So,
and Sky.
Earth and Sky. Oh, yeah. Run, run, lover, flee to this place. There will be joy when you finish the race. Run, run, lover, come through the door with me forevermore. My love lies beneath me. She is the earth. She brings forth abundance of staggering worth. In the PI is gold in her bosom, beauty and mirth. My love lies beneath me. She is the earth. Run, run, lover, flee to this place. There will be joy when you finish the race. Run, run, lover, come through the door with me forevermore. My love hovers over me. He is the sky, his face ever changing with flashes of light. In the peach tint of morning and the blackness of night, my love hovers over me. He is the sky. Run, run, lover, flee to this place. There will be joy when you finish the race. Run, run, lover, come through the door with me forevermore. Run, run, lover, come through the door with me forevermore. All right, I'll be working on the arrangement of that one as time goes on here. We probably won't start with the chorus and the final version because we'll end up doing another verse of where we're both singing the two verses but intertwining them and kind of a descant, and then we'll do the chorus again at the end, something like that.
Sure.
Gotta keep it 3 minutes and 25 seconds for radio play.
All right, we have a sing-along for you. A lot of you know this song called Floodwaters. So please sing along.
How's your tuning?
It's fine.
I want to thank you for your financial support also. It helps us to get this, to buy this equipment and to do everything we do.
That's
And,
right. We
we're
thank you very much.
very grateful to all of you for that. And there's links at the top of the description of the concert where you can donate by PayPal. The nice thing about PayPal Me, it's called, is that they don't take a fee when you're doing that if you're in the United States or Canada, I think. And so we get 100% of that. And then Venmo's the same way. That's actually owned by PayPal. I'm not sure why they started another company, but it works.
All right, so we're going to share with you this sing-along called Floodwaters.
And then we have our address for mailing if you want to mail anything.
Right.
Like if you want to mail us a t-shirt.
Yeah, we're so happy with our new T-shirts. The Dave and Gillian Welch. The good times are past and gone.
Yep.
They're Grammy.
That's the name of the shirt Kate's wearing is the cover from their album that just won the Grammy for Best Folk Album.
All right.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Don't go
Down by the bridge, stay up high on the ridge. Don't let those floodwaters carry
as the tears fall from your eyes. Don't go down by the bridge. Stay up high on the ridge. Don't let those flood waters carry you away. There's a song you used to sing before you lost everything. Don't let those flood waters take your song away. Memories you kept in frames, things you thought would never change. Your morning what was never said, now it's washed along the riverbed. Don't go down by the bridge. Stay up high on the ridge. Don't let those flood waters carry you away. There's a song you used to sing before you lost everything. Don't let those flood waters take your song away. Yes, there's a song you used to sing, sweet Redeemer rescuing. Lift your head and sing it now. The sun is breaking through the clouds. Don't go down by the bridge. Stay up high on the ridge. Don't let those flood waters carry you away. There's a song you used to sing before you lost everything. Don't let those flood waters take your song away. Don't let those flood waters take your song away.
Well, we had a request, and unfortunately we can't do one, but Kathy Hins requested a Roger Miller, if we knew any Roger Miller songs, I could monkey around with King of the Road or Dang Me or something, but instead I'll tell you a Roger Miller story.
All right.
It's a true story.
Okay.
When Patsy Cline and her manager, her team, were in a small plane, they're traveling central Nashville, her plane disappeared. And so the search party went out. Roger Miller went up by, I think it was by Ashland City, which is northwest of Nashville. And he knew there was a fire tower, and he went in, he climbed up to the top of the fire tower, and he was the one that spotted the wreckage of Patsy Cline's plane. Trailers for sale or rent, rooms to let 50 cents. No pawn, no pool, no pets. Ain't got no cigarettes. Old stogies I have found, sure but not to beg around. I'm a man of means by no means, king of the road. That's all we know.
All right.
Dang, dang, y'all take a rope and hang me out from the highest tree where they won't wait for me. Doo, 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 doo. Bow, bow, bow. We've all got a little Roger Miller in our blood, don't we?
Yes, we do.
All right, we're going to do
Finish it up.
5 after. We're going to do the wrap up here. So we're going to do The Moon Comes Up, and then we're going to do the closer, right?
Yes, we are.
All right. So this is our last song of the 2 we're going to do. This is the last one. Then we're going to have a sitting ovation, and you can pat the couch or whatever you want to do, and hit the little star, the little thing that sends the hearts up and everything, and you can yell encore, encore, more, more, more. Whoop, whoop, whoop. More Kate, more
And
Kate.
my girlfriends love to do the more Kate. I
More
love
Kate.
it. Thank
Yep,
you.
Yep,
Thank you,
we
friends.
like the more Kate. I like the more Kate too.
And my
I'm the one
guy
that-
friends too.
I'm the one that came up with the more Kate.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, we used to have a
Well-
bass player named Les.
The reason we ever started saying more Kate was because when we used to do sound checks, the people that were checking the sound, they would always say more Kate because I was too quiet.
Yeah,
So
more Kate.
that's how
where-
it started.
That's where it came from. But then we'd introduce ourselves because Les Hazelton was our bass player for a long time,
Yeah.
and we introduced ourselves as Les, Bill, more Kate.
All right.
I forgot to put my
That's a good
crown
one.
back on today.
Oh, well.
No tooth. I'm hoping to get a call pretty soon to go get that fixed, but we'll see what happens here.
We're not worried about it. Let's hear that song you
Yeah,
wrote
it's
called
hardly
Moon Comes Up.
noticeable. Yeah, I could just blur the camera and then nobody know it. Or put one of those blurry spots just over my head. All right, what am I talking about?
You're talking about the moon comes up.
Oh yeah, moon comes up.
That's what we're talking about. And a lot of you know this song too, so do sing along with us. I love singing along with
This
this
was
one.
inspired by the deaths of poet Robert Summerado and singer-songwriter David Carter, who both died within 6 months of each other in their hotel rooms of heart attacks. And I'm a heart attack survivor, and I just been at the Mayo Clinic, and they told me I was doing really well, and I thought, I saw a moonrise over the prairie as I was coming, and I thought the moon just reflects what light it's given, and then it sets, and that's kind of like what we do. Robert had a poet's heart beating in his breast, and every pulse would energize the love that he expressed. He danced across the meadows to the rising of the sun, till he lay down by the bay and said, I think this dance is done. And the moon comes up, and the moon goes down, and it shines its silver light on this sleepy border town. The moon comes up, and the moon goes down, and it shines its silver light on this sleepy border town, on this sleepy border town. David was a minstrel, a secret keeper of the key. He traveled through America at the turn of the century. He always took the high roads through the mountains and plateaus, till he laid down on the ridge and cried out, this is when I go. And the moon comes up, and the moon goes down, and it shines its silver light on this sleepy border town. The moon comes up, and the moon goes down, and it shines its silver light on this sleepy border town, on this sleepy border town. As I stand out on this midnight street, there's a sad and mournful sound. It's the silence streaming from your hotel windows, and there's not a soul around, just these shadows on the ground. As the moon comes up, and the moon goes down, and it shines its silver light on this sleepy border town. The moon comes up, and the moon goes down, and it shines its silver light on this sleepy border town, on this sleepy border town. All right.
Well, friends, we love our Monday nights with you. Here's a song for you. It's called Friend of Mine, written by Edie Brickell and Steve Martin. It's just a nice way to end the show. It's on their album called Love Has Come For You. And Bill decided we would turn it into a duet, and we put that duet on my album called From Home.
That's exactly what we did.
Yes, we did.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
So thank you for being with us, friends.
And if you're looking for a Subaru,
Keep me busy.
yeah.
I like to stay busy, especially at work.
Thanks, everybody.
for such a long, long time. Made me laugh and see me cry. Called me to say hi.
The world is such a crazy place, full of joy and pain. What would I do without you? Here to keep me sane.
I see revolving doors. I've been a stepping stone. I don't know what I did wrong. Why they left me alone.
When everybody lets me down, you lift me up again. What would I do without you? My old faithful friend. You've been a friend of mine for such a long, long time. Made me laugh and seen me cry. Call me to say hi. What would I do without you?
Good night, friends.
Let's see, stop streaming. That ends both shows. That one should be done now too. Yep. Oh, it's still moving. Excellent connection. Oh, I forgot to stop this streaming.